keep telling myself, if they're doing it and they're at where they're at, then there is a possibility. And it's just for me to work hard.
On the 20 hurdles, 100 meters final, fine start for Kemba Nelson.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to the Sports Latte. I'm your host, Janelle Robinson, and it's a pleasure to have you tuned in again today. My aim is to have you a step ahead in the world of sports, and as such, we'll be talking to one of your favorite athletes within the sporting industry and talk about how track and field has impacted her and how she has impacted track and field. We'll be speaking to Kemba Nelson today, and we'll be talking about the transition, what it entails, how she felt during the transition, and welcome, Kemba.
Hi guys, I am Kemba, currently at the University of Oregon, transferring from the University of Technology, Jamaica. I take part in the 100-meter and 200 meters here. A little backstory about myself. I was the silver medalist at the 2017 ISA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championship in Jamaica. In 2019, I was the character bronze medalist over 100 meters as well, and the finalist at the Pan Am under 20 and the NACAC under 23.
Hi, Kemba. Welcome to the Sports Latte. And today we'll be talking about transition. So, in her little intro, you guys could hear that she did some moving around in her track and field career. Let's hear how that felt, how that was, and then we can move on from there.
Champs at Mount Alvernia. My high school wasn't known for track and field any at all. I mean, we had a couple fast girls back then, but it wasn't a big thing at Champs for us. So it was just like a little, you have somebody that can run, so they say, okay, you're going to take it to Champs and see if you can progress through the rounds and stuff like that. But me, I competed in Champs from class 4 up to class 2, but I wasn't always that good. I made the semifinals in class 3 and my first year in class 2, but I never got to the finals because it was just so competitive. Nobody knew about me the year that I medaled. I didn't know that I medaled when I finished the race, so that's even crazy. But I got a silver medal in class 2, and then I decided to go on to university.
Okay, so a lot of people don't do that. Move from class 2 to university, but she did, and there's always a first for everything. Maybe somebody has done it before, but I've never heard of anybody move from class 2 straight to university. And as such, that must have been a big leap. You'd have had to be in a state of mind to compete. Be in a state of mind to do the necessary training, and as such, that was her first transition phase. As she has explained previously, being somebody that nobody knew about can be no pressure and can be pressure, right? Because you can be pressure to yourself to try and see if you can, step up to the plate and allow people to know that this is Kemba, I'm talented and I can run. Or it can be no pressure, seeing that, let the people who are being talked about be talked about and I do my thing. So that first transition phase, moving to the University of Technology, how did that feel? And actually, before that, what do you define as the transition?
That's a weird question. The transition, I would say not moving, but in my context, moving from one place to another, going through the process of getting from one place to another.
Okay. And as such, that transition from Mount Alvernia to University of Technology, how was it for you? What was your state of mind? How did you feel? Like, who was that Kemba? That was what? You're 18, 17?
Yeah, I had just turned 17 in February. And
Set on their way. Kiara Grant got up well, as did Kemba Nelson. Michelle Harriet is very close to the Chenille English. Alfred is flying on the inside. It's Michelle Harriet stepping forward to win it ahead of Kemba.
Yes. So 17-year-old Kemba, how did she feel taking this big leap to go to the University of Technology, study not only on track and field, the work is hard, but academically as well? You gearing up and programming yourself to take this big step. How did all that go?
Have to. Cape wasn't in the back of my head, so my aim was just pass my CSET because I knew that I wanted to do business at the time. And as far as I know, business, I don't think the degrees in university and UTech at that required Cape level studies. So I wasn't thinking about Cape. I wasn't thinking about UTech either. Actually, I didn't know what I wanted to do after I graduated high school until UTech approached me. Then I had to, because I didn't know what I was going to do, because I graduated in June, and then in July, I still didn't know what I was going to do. And then my mother started getting into contact with UTech. Then I had to prepare my mind in a space of 2 months because UTech started in August. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to university. I have to get this right. Even if it is not the right choice, I have to make it the right choice. You understand what I'm saying?
And you have to put yourself in that frame of mind. Basically grow up before you grow up. And yeah, step up to the table, do what you need to do. So University of Technology started, you're doing business, as you said, business. So you're doing business and track and field, and the requirement for training was early morning training and sometimes in the afternoon. And as you guys have maybe heard in previous interviews, that track and field is a tedious sport. So seeing that you had to get up and train, was that something like really new to you? Like you're just like, what did I sign up for?
A lot of times, because I have basically at UTech we have to be at the track to get ready to run at 5:30 in the morning. I'm not used to that. I'm coming from high school where we train after classes, and that's 3 p.m. in the hot sun, and you go home and everything was fine. But here I am waking up at 4:30 in the morning, trying to get down, trying to get warm, and I'm ready to run at 5:30. And then after that I have classes, and then weights, and then another session of practice. So me being 17, just leaving high school, that almost sounds impossible. But I had to get it done. I had to get it done,
And you, so you training at UTech / MVP in a sense. Anybody that knows MVP Track Club knows the catalog of world-class athletes that are there. Was it intimidating? Was it motivating? And was it something that inspired you to attempt this transition phase? Like, I'm going to be training amongst, these people. You have some people that they like the thrill of iron sharpens iron. You have some people who are scared. So what was it for you? Was it like, yeah, or nah?
Honestly, there was this time when I had to tell myself that, okay, I'm here, I have to make this work. They're doing the same program as me. They're at where they're at because they're doing that same program. I'm no different. I'm doing the same thing, so that means I can be up there or even better. You understand? That's what I keep telling myself. If they're doing it and they're at where they're at, then there is that possibility. And it's just for me to work hard.
Yeah, and training amongst them obviously was something that, as much as sometimes you're just like, oh my God, scholarship people are so fast. It was just like, yeah, I'm going to get better, because if I am at this level now and I'm training with these people who run against some of the fastest people in the world, where will I be in 2 years' time? And another transition phase happened. She moved to the University of Oregon. Right? To continue her studies and to continue to be, continue her athletic journey. How did it feel going into another university with in another system? So the NCAA, you know that this competition is not like Intercol here or the All Comers meets that are held in Jamaica. This is like the champs of the United States of America. And how does it feel? You haven't really ran too much races yet, but so far going into this system, training with these people who are fast, seeing the competition throughout the country or whatever you have seen so far, how does it feel to be in that position? Is it like, yeah, this is a big step I'm willing to take, you know? Do you think that it is something that's going to help to boost your career as a athlete?
Honestly, I feel like it's just a different environment, but I have the same mentality. You get me? So
yeah,
the same mentality that I had when I started UTech, where okay, we have a lot of world class athletes here. Everybody's on their A game. Everybody is training to be a world beater. Everybody is basically going after the same goal. So coming here, I feel like, because the NCAA it is very competitive, and to say we are college students, I feel like this is basically the Olympics of colleges, and I can't be scared. I feel,
and you know the funny thing about it too is because you didn't experience that class 1 year at champs. It's not even as if you have like a space to say, oh, I was amongst the big girls. You did class 2 and you went to university. You trained with a lot of other fast people and you're moving again into a different situation. So you literally have to tell yourself, I need to be prepared. I don't have a choice. And you know, that's that. So what are the events that you have competed in so far?
The meet I competed in a meet last week. I think it was the 60 meters and the 200. I've had some problem with injuries, and right now all I need to do is stay healthy. As long as I'm healthy, I'm okay. The 60 meter, it was my first time running it, and I fell, and a lot of bad things happened, but I'm still grateful. I PR both rounds. Same thing for the 200. It was a very tricky running on a bank track for the first time, but I get the job done. Pretty decent time for the 200, 53 was, and 719 for the 60. So I'm happy with that. It's a good start.
We insert clips of the races so you guys can see Kemba's new journey at the University of Oregon. So you guys can see in Kemba's career that she experienced a lot of transition phases. You guys can see that she took her academics very seriously, no matter what stage she was in her transition phases, and that it is okay to transition. You need to be prepared and put yourself in a position to know that yes, you can do it, even if it doesn't feel like you can do it. The thing about it is, oftentimes on your journey, it gets lonely. It may seem like nobody's there to support you. When you make it, everybody will be there. So just do what you have to do to make it. You know, people will pop up from nowhere. People you may not have heard of in years, right? So just do what you have to do. I implore the athletes in high school to take your academics seriously. It's a very weird time, and in terms of judging your athletic performance. We don't know how that's gonna go right now, but I implore you, this is the reason why you need to also do the academics, so that your transition phase doesn't have to be pulling teeth, or so just do what you have to do. Take Kemba's positive advice. She went through it hands-on, and it was one time, it was 2 times, and 2 completely different environments, 2 completely different climates, because Jamaica is hot, Oregon is really cold, and it can get very depressing over there. So seeing that she did it, you can do it as well. So we thank you, Kemba, for talking about Kemba's transition, and allowing us to see that you're still doing it. You're still working hard. I guess that later on in the season, we'll see more great stuff from you. You guys would have previously saw her videos coming up from champs, some at University of Technology and at University of Oregon, and we'll keep you updated along her journey and other athletes that are a part of the Jamaica sporting fraternity, their journey, so that you guys can see that these people are working hard and reaping the success and benefits of it. So thank you, Kemba, for coming today and talking to the Sports Latte.
Yay, thank you for having me.
Hey guys, welcome to our bonus feature. Tune in every time we have an episode. I know you guys are waiting for it, and this week we have Kemba.
Okay, so Kemba, we're going to be listing on some words, and you tell me what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear this. So let's say UTech.
Track.
Mount Alvernia.
White uniform.
University of Oregon.
Green.
Kemba.
Talented.
Track and field.
Hard. Oh my god.
Nike.
Swoosh.
Swoosh.
Jamaica.
Beautiful.
Family.
Important.
100 meters.
Short.
Training.
Hard.
I want to see if you guys are guessing these words, because Kemba is saying some really easy words. So let's see if you guys are getting it while she's doing it. Who's your favorite athlete?
Fraser Price.
Shelly and Fraser Price.
Very hardworking.
Yeah.
That's it?
So I guess transition.
Possible.
Okay.
So you guys have heard a little bit of what's the first thing that comes to Kemba's mind when she hears these words. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have one question to ask. So you mentioned that your favorite athlete is Shelly and Fraser Price. A lot of you guys know her. You know her accolades. You know what she has accomplished. Some may or may not have heard her story, but it wasn't completely easy. And the success that she has now came from a lot of hard work. Seeing that she's your favorite athlete and you have trained with her, you can follow in her footsteps. What is something that Shelly has told you that you would tell other athletes?
She said a lot of things. Whoa. I remember when I was in the middle of transitioning, and she had said to me I should continue to work hard and it will pay off. I should just continue.
Wise words from the queen of track and field.
So for sprinting.
Queen of sprinting. Yes, so sir. we thank you, Kemba, for coming today and tuning into our bonus feature. It was a pleasure to have you. It was fun, and we hope that everybody can, or people within the industry and fraternity, can hear and be inspired by your story, be entertained by you. Keep motivated, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just do it.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Frankie Music Studio, located at 111B, Malines Road. You can go there for all your recording needs. We'd like to thank Zen Beauty Essentials, which comprises of Zen for Living, which is a podcast stream on all platforms. You can check them out on Instagram, zen.byabes, which is a mobile mail service, and Zenwick, which offers candles. You can check them out on Instagram. We also like to thank Automotive Car Care, which is located on Slipe Road. You can go there for right by the Petcom gas station. You can go there for all your automobile needs. And yeah, so thank you for coming today to the Sports Latte, and go out there and be great. Go out there and work hard, and just remember what Kemba said and just do it. Bye guys.